In this video, I'm going to teach you how to play chess. So chess is a two-player game played on a board of dark and light colored squares. You've got white pieces and black pieces. And white always goes first, and then players just take turns making moves one at a time. The objective of the game is to checkmate your opponent's king. So these are the kings. They usually have some sort of little cross on the top of them. Sometimes they look a little different, but that's how you can tell which one's the king and which one's the queen. Just look for the little cross. Checkmate, it just means that you've trapped the other person's king. And we'll talk about that more once we learn how all the pieces move. So there are 6 different types of pieces. There's rooks, knights, bishops, queens, kings, and pawns on a chessboard. And they all have different ways that they move. So what I'm going to do now is just go one at a time and talk about how each of them move. The rook moves in straight lines. It can be up or down, left or right, and it can go as far as it wants to as long as it's not blocked by another piece. So if this black knight was right here, I could no longer go to these 2 squares with my rook because I'm blocked by the knight. And rooks capture pieces just by landing on top of the square that they're trying to capture. So if you're going to move somewhere, you just land on top and take the piece. Bishops move diagonally. So these are diagonals. It's basically just squares that are connected on their corners. And again, it can go as far as it wants to, just like the rook, as long as it's not blocked by another piece. So like here, I couldn't go to those 3 squares anymore. And capturing, you just land on top of the piece you're trying to capture. Queens are the most powerful piece on a chessboard. And you only have one of these. You have 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and only 1 queen. But the queen moves just like a rook and a bishop combined. So it can move in straight lines, up and down, left and right. It can also move diagonally like bishops. So as you can see, it covers a lot of squares. But also it can't, go through pieces. So now I can't go to these 3 squares. And if I want to capture something, I just move on top of it. The king, which is the piece that you're trying to checkmate. You're trying to checkmate your opponent's king and obviously not get your king checkmated. The king just moves in one square in any direction. So up, down, diagonally, left, right, sideways, just 1 square. That's it. Pretty straightforward. Knight is a cool piece. It's one of the trickier ones to understand, but it's not too bad. It moves in an L shape like that. And the L shape could be any rotation. So it could be over here to this way. It could be down here. These are the squares that the knight can go to. And if an L shape doesn't really make sense, another way to think about it is it moves 2 spaces in one direction, followed by 1 to the side. And so 2 in one direction, and then 1 to the side of that, either up or down, like that. 2 down, and then 1 over, and you can see how it still makes the L shape. The other cool thing about the knight is that it is allowed to jump over other pieces. So even if this knight was completely surrounded by like a bunch of pawns, I could still jump to these squares. It doesn't matter that there are pieces in my way. I can always go to the squares that are in an L shape from me. So that's a cool thing about knights. And last but not least, well, they are least. They're kind of the worst piece, but they're a little bit tricky to understand are the pawns. So pawns move 1 space forward. So just like that. You just go 1 space forward. The tricky part is that they don't capture pieces the same way that they move. So all the other pieces that we looked at, if they move to a square and there's another piece on it, you just capture the piece. So just real quick, as an example, if I move my rook up to where this bishop is, I just capture it because I landed on top of it. Well, pawns cannot capture the way that they move. So what that means is if there's a piece in front of a pawn, it can't move like that. Pawns capture diagonally up. So if there's a piece over here, like another bishop's over here, I could capture it like that, diagonally. But if it's just like this, I'm stuck. This pawn can't move because it's blocked by the piece. So pawns move 1 way, they move 1 space forward, and they capture a different way. The other thing about pawns is that on the very first move of the game, so if they're on this starting rank, so where they first start at the beginning of the game, they're allowed to move 2 spaces. It's just like a special thing that they could do only on their first move, if you want. So instead of just 1, you can go 2 spaces. And the other thing about pawns, they are not allowed to move backwards. So once they go forward, can't move them backwards. All the other pieces can go forwards, backwards, it doesn't matter. Pawns have to go forward only. So just to recap, they move one space forward, but they capture diagonally forward. All right, so now that you know how all the pieces move, the next thing you need to understand is what check and checkmate are. So in chess, check just means that a king is under attack. And checkmate means a king is under attack and it can't move, or you can't do anything to get out of check. So in this position, if white moves their rook up here, that's a check on black's king, because as you can see, since rooks move in straight lines, it's attacking the square that the king's on. So on black's turn, he would have to move his king out of the way, so like right up there. So it's no longer check because he's out of the line of the rook. However, white's next move can be to move the rook up here, and this would be an example of checkmate. And the reason why is the rook is attacking the king, and if the king tries to move, let's say up here, it would still be in line with this rook, putting it in check. So you can't do that. And if you check all the spots that the black king can move to, they're all covered by these rooks. So it's checkmate. There's nothing that black can do to get out of this position. Now, if I were to like add a piece, let's say this bishop is sitting over here in this position, it's not checkmate anymore because black can move their bishop back here and block the rook. So that's just an example of check and checkmate. All right, so now you know how all the pieces move and you know what check and checkmate are. The last thing about chess is that there are 3 special moves in the game that are just kind of in their own category. They're just kind of weird. They don't follow the other rules. And so we're going to talk about those now. The first one is called pawn promotion. So if this is the position in the game and you're white and you move this pawn up, let's say black moves his king here, move your pawn up, black moves his king here, and your pawn reaches the back rank, you can get any piece that you want. So normally it's a queen, but you could get a rook, a knight, or a bishop. And the pawn just transforms into that piece. And you can have multiple pieces of the same thing. You can have 2, 3, 4, 5 queens if you got all your pawns back there and turned them into queens. So that's a cool thing about pawns. It's hard to do because they only move one space at a time, but it does happen. And that's something that you definitely need to understand. So that's pawn promotion. So the second special move in chess is called castling. Castling happens between the king and one of the rooks. You can do it both directions. You can castle king side or you can castle queen side. And the way castling works is as long as you have not moved your king or your rook that you're trying to castle with, you move your king 2 spaces over and the rook jumps around. So castling is the only move when the king is allowed to move 2 spaces at one time. And let me just back it up. You can also do it on the other side, 2 spaces over, and the rook hops to the other side of the king. One other thing to note about castling, you're not allowed to castle if you're in check. So if this knight was gone and black's bishop was over here, since I'm in check, I'm not allowed to castle. Also, you cannot castle if your king passes through check. So if, like I said, you move your king over 2 spaces, if you happen to land in a check when you tried to do that, you would not be allowed to do it. So I'm going to move this pawn off here, and I'm going to put this white bishop over here as an example. So if you notice, that bishop controls this square. So if I were to try to castle this way, my king is going to pass through that square. So I'm not allowed to do that. However, I could castle on this side, no problem. And the rook would jump around. Okay, so that's a special move number 2 in chess. All right, so the last special move in chess is called en passant, and it involves 2 pawns. So let me show you an example. I think en passant stands for like in passing in French or something. But anyway, if I move my pawn up, and let's say black moves his pawn up, and I move my pawn up again, normally this pawn could capture pieces that landed here and here, right? It captures forward diagonally 1 space. So those are the 2 spaces that the pawn could capture pieces. For example, if black moved this pawn up, I could capture it. That's just normally how the pawns work. I'm going to back up. En passant is a special case where if your opponent tries to move their pawn 2 spaces and lands directly on the side of your pawn, you can still capture it like you would normally capture that pawn, just like that, and this guy would go away. So let me back up one more time. Just to recap, even if they jump past you where it looks like, you know, you shouldn't be able to capture it, so we'll do it on this side now. If it lands side by side your pawn, you can still capture it normally, just like that, and it goes away. Okay, so that's en passant. That's the special move with the pawn. Now, one thing that you have to be aware of, we'll go back to this side. If black plays this move, you have one chance to do that. You have to do it your very next move and take their pawn. If you don't, and you move something else, like your knight, you can no longer capture that pawn. So you only get one chance to do it. So that's just something to be aware of. But that is en passant. That's the last of the 3 special moves in chess. So we've talked about pawn promotion. When a pawn makes it to the end of the board, you can get any piece you want. Castling with your king and your rook. And then en passant, special move between pawns. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something. If you could give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below if there's something that you want me to do another video on. And subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any more videos like this one. Thanks a lot.